Hello, everyone, and welcome to yesterday's football news tonight here on February 5th, 2023. I'm your host, Pax Salinas, where we talk about pretty much news that took place over the past week or at least a few days that was definitely current back then. Might not be current now, but it's still current to me and to you if you're watching this. First off, here we have an update on the Trent Williams story from Wednesday, where he wasn't quite sure whether he would be coming back or not. He was considering retirement. He wanted to clarify that he misunderstood the question when asked the other day. He has said that he's still under contract, though, until the age of 39. He's currently 34, and he has no plans of retiring anytime soon. Good news to hear for us Niner fans, obviously. I mean, I don't think he's going to make it to 39 being an offensive lineman, even with good health. I mean, that position has to be very, very taxing on your body. But if the Niners can have him around for another 2 or 3 seasons, I think that would be fantastic, as long as Williams continues to show that he can be the best of the best, even at his age and maybe even up to 37 years old there. Certainly would love to see him still stay on the team. So we have that there. Elsewhere, Denver has requested to interview Brian Flores for the defensive coordinator position here. And just in case he doesn't work out, they've actually also requested to interview the Seahawks' Sean Desai. Hopefully I pronounced that name correctly. Flores had already interviewed, though, with the Cardinals for head coach, as well as defensive coordinator with the Falcons, Vikings, and Browns. Flores was head coach for the Dolphins for 3 years, going 24-25 with the record there. Was fired from there and was working with Pittsburgh this year. That being said, should he happen to fall through, Denver is still considering keeping around current defensive coordinator Ejiro Evero. He has interviewed with some head coaching jobs himself with the Cardinals, Panthers, Broncos, Texans, and Colts. Out of those 5, the Cardinals and Colts still looking for a head coach. The other 3 have currently found one, so we'll wait to see what happens on that. But he could very well potentially return to Denver as their defensive coordinator next year. And for the final one, this one is, I guess, fairly big enough here. For those of you Raider fans out there, or for those of you who know what's going on with Derek Carr, he is probably most likely leaving the Raiders this season after being benched for a couple of games there. I don't see any reason why he's coming back. But he is not planning on extending the February 15th deadline, which would be a trigger date for guaranteed money he is owed due to injuries here. It'd be $40.4 million there with injuries. Vegas, it's been reported from Carr's agents that Vegas has not allowed his reps to be able to talk to any other teams at the moment here. So the Raiders have the problem where they need to try to get something done, but they're not letting him do anything, because the problem you're going to run into is that if they make a trade deal happen, the trade apparently can't go through till March 15th. That's when it all opens up, I think, from my understanding, from what I read here. Of course, any team that agreed to the trade there could very well rescind their trade on that. So there is the problem there. They could cut him, which means, okay, you don't have to pay the money there, but you're going to get nothing for him now, and he's going to go into free agency with no issue whatsoever, and he'll be picked up by someone. Of course, you could just keep going with what you're going with right now and pay him the $40.4 million, which he's going to get and probably still leave the team anyway. So the Raiders currently find themselves quite in the conundrum. I certainly do not envy their organization right now for that situation, and to Raider fans, I'm sorry you have to deal with that. That being said, that was pretty much it in the past few days for really big stories, a couple minor ones here and there, nothing that I saw that was warranting anything big, but of course we will keep everything going. I know with the season still going on, a lot of the news right now is still Super Bowl talk, so we'll probably definitely see more post-Super Bowl for what is going to be happening, especially once trades can start opening up a bit more. So I'm assuming it's going to be a lot of signings still in the next few weeks. But I do look forward to getting back with you again later this week, and thank you so much for watching. Take care and have a good evening, everyone.